Hey, great Tuesday evening. It is a beautiful, safe and secure evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, folks, it is amazing to be back home. It's the it shortened trip, and I appreciate everyone that went out there and sent words of encouragement and sent prayers. They were greatly appreciated. And let me say, for a point in the trip. Este, I am alive. At a point of the trip, guys, let me say that I truly believe that they were greatly needed. And again, thank you all for y'all's concern. I got a lot of messages from a lot of folks out there that were asking, is everything okay? Is everything okay? And we're like, so far, is it okay? But I uh, I greatly appreciate it, guys. I thank God that was able to find a quick trip, connecting trip, and came back. Let me say that one of the things that happens when you book a flight into anywhere is if you know that if you book the flight with time, pues you have a greater chance, guys, of getting it at a lesser price. Uh, when you have to book a flight at the heat of the moment, let me say it gets not too pleasant in regards to your pocketbook. And I did have to pay a higher price in order to leave Ecuador earlier than what I expected or what I had originally planned. But the security that was granted to me by coming back home early is greatly appreciated. And let me say, I think I shared it a little bit after I got into the airport, getting ready to fly back. And also, this morning I share some. Let me say, guys, I was just amazed uh, at uh, at the beauty of the places that I was able to visit, but also how delicate it is in regards to at any moment, any instant, you could find yourself in the middle of a spray of bullets, which is something that happened while I was there. But that was the reason why I decided I got to get my beautiful behind back home because I know that you would miss me. But we are back, guys, and as in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that because I've talked about it a little bit too much. We got Sam with us tonight. Hey, Sam, how you doing, my man?
Hey, how's it going, man? Doing pretty
God's
good
been
so far. Good. Busy.
busy. How the
I've
hell
been
you?
all over the place, man. All over the place.
'Cause that's what happens when you got so many kids, bro.
Sure do.
Yeah, you're alive. Barely, but I am alive. Kanina. Let's get through some of the comments here before we get behind. Good evening. Welcome back. Thank you, Lynn, Jessica. It's great to be back. Let me tell you. Hopefully, you start donating the trip's money to charity. This was a close call, and God is letting you know to stop overindulging. Let me say, uh, yes. I'm not going to lie, guys. I meditated on that, Big Daddy. I honestly did. I actually thought that it was God's way of telling me, "Ya parale to farts," and and start cutting back. And let me say that one of the things, Sam, I know that you're still a young chicken out there, but for a lot of us older folks, man, cualquier trancacito, and man, it hurts, and I still feel a little bit sore from when I fell from the scooter in Madrid. Not no spring chicken over here.
And then with this cold weather, it kind of lingers around.
Yeah, it is. That's actually true, man. Because this morning I was sort of going like, I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and then like this little cool weather hit tonight, and all of a sudden I start to feel everything tingle around in all areas. But yes, Big Daddy, that's one of the things that I did meditate on. So I will be cutting my trips next year. I've actually already canceled one of them. I canceled my trip to Egypt, Jerusalem, and Athens, and I'm on the verge of canceling my Guatemala trip. But it just depends. It depends on a wedding that I have that I promised the people that I would do on the same date that I was going to be out. But yeah, I'm going to start focusing more on staying here or traveling through Mexico,
You canceled the holier city ones.
of course, because that's exactly what you do. The Holy Land.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Social Media of all of Browntown and Side Towns, and one and only Mr. Cheese, my man Ben Benavides. Let me say, Ben, este, it's not easy being the king of all local social media. I'm surprised that the city of Brownsville actually survived. Me being away, one of the things, Sam, that I learned while I was away was that I sort of felt like you. You know why? Because
Why?
my internet sucked when I was.
You felt the struggle.
The struggle is real. No, man, I don't know how. Like Frankie at Whataburger, no, what Frankie at
McDonald's.
McDonald's, Roman at his house, Maggie on the west side of the valley at her house. Man, I mean, internet is horrible. Said some of y'all's places. I got great internet, but let me say that my internet, bro, in Ecuador, hasta los suelos. It was horrible, man.
Really?
It was really, really
Well,
very, very bad.
it's good. I think on my house, I think I have like 25 devices hooked up to the Wi-Fi.
Because you
TV,
got a
the
lot of kids, bro.
TVs, the Nintendo Switches, tablets, phones.
You are young, man. I don't know. I don't know, but 75% of what you just mentioned.
A lot
But
of devices are hooked up.
it's good to be back, Ben. Thank you, Baba. God bless you. Thank God you're back home safe. Thank you. I thank God as soon as I hit Houston today, and I'm going, God, thank you, please. Thank you so much for bringing me back home. And let me say, guys, I've said it this morning. I'll say it again. I've said it regularly. There is no greater country in the world than the United States of America. There's no greater place to live than the good U.S. of A. It is amazing. Azuri, hello, Azuri. Welcome back. Dreams or yet take it out again. Thank God. Thank you, Olga. I appreciate you. So Sam, what has been going on while I've been gone?
Parades. Los Fresnos had one on Saturday, and Brownsville had one on Monday.
Did you go to any of
Even
them?
I went to the one in Los Fresnos.
How was it?
Pretty good. Slow and steady, and the people kind of cheered. Unlike in I like compared to the one in Brownsville in the shower days, you get like a whole lot of like more noise in Brownsville. Over here, they're more like, okay, I'm just waiting for my kid, and that's what all I'm gonna clap for.
And the rest go to hell
Yes.
on Christmas. Pues déjame decirte que I talked to a lot of friends. I was not at the Christmas parade this year, guys, because I was dodging bullets, literally dodging bullets in Ecuador. And let me say that I got a lot of great reviews. A lot of people went out there and really enjoyed the parade, and that's great to hear, man. Again, one of the things that I've always stated, I continue to state, I'm glad when the city and anyone out there in a leadership position, when they have a great day, and they bring about good stuff to the city of Brownsville. A lot of the people that I know that went to it said that it was really, really good, and I'm proud. I'm glad that it turned out okay. I think the only issue was the weather because it was raining before it started. So
Yeah.
they so a lot of people were asking if they were going to postpone it till next week or they're just going to wait. That would have been kind of cool for me because I would have got to make it to the parade, but that wasn't the case. It stopped raining and the show must go on.
Yeah, I saw that Jessica was, I believe, was the first car or first person to come out on the parade, and then I saw a couple of videos from Craig posting as far as the parade, and it looked pretty good. It looked like quite a few people went, which is good.
So Jessica Tetro, the city commissioner, was the first one to come out.
I believe so. I think that's what she posted. That she was like the grand marshals because Trey Mendez wasn't here.
Trex Mendix was away.
Yeah.
I actually saw him post that, and a lot of people were like, You're the mayor. You have to be here.
He wanted to avoid the whole chanting of Erasmo.
I actually thought of that. I go like, mendigo tricks. He probably thought that, van a gritar, Erasmo for mayor.
Por si las dudas.
Por si las dudas, no voy a ir. You suck. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
I don't know. Well, obviously, fortunately, they weren't able to, like, I guess, make any video of that, of him passing through with that in the background. But hopefully, in the shower days,
He got chowdy, man.
hopefully he's not out for that either.
No, and because I canceled my trip, guys, I will be in Charlotte.
Let's see how that goes.
Vamos a mirar en Charlotte. Oye, but let me
Yeah.
tell you, I had hoped to have gotten some video of some audio of individuals going out there. Anything like Erasmo Castro for mayor or Mayor Trex Mendex, you suck, or let's go Brandon. Because let me say, Sam, I hate Biden right about now. Hate Biden, hate. And I usually tend not to hate on these type of politicians up at the Washington
Yeah.
level because it doesn't much matter. But let me say, you know, and and I think this happens with a lot of young folks, and that's something that I did want to talk about, man.
Mhm.
You know, like a lot of the younger folk are more on the socialist side, like oh, free everything, and
Yeah.
hey, Biden is great and stuff, and who cares about the mask? It's okay, and Fauci and all this crap. Let me say, guys, you don't get to appreciate United States as a country until you go to other places, guys. Because you could yell and scream all you want. The United States is a racist country. The United States is not a good place to live. You can yell and scream all you want. Es que no has salido del mendigo rancho. You haven't gone out, guys. You haven't experienced other places. Let me tell you, Ecuador sucks, and sucks. Peru was amazing. Colombia was great. Ecuador sucks, guys. And like Ecuador, there's a lot of other countries out there. A lot of other
Yeah.
countries. Venezuela is going through a lot of issues right now, guys. It's horrible, man. Nobody wants to live in Venezuela. You know what I learned on this trip? That
Yeah.
Venezuela actually produces more refugees than any other group anywhere in the world. I mean, can you imagine that, man? Millions of people from Venezuela are displaced because of the violence, because of the lack of everything in Venezuela. I mean,
Quick,
Venezuela is in our
quick
hemisphere.
question though. Going back to what you were saying, dodging bullets. Is that from where you were at, or what? Or
Yes.
like
Well,
literal bullets?
no, literal bullets. Let me say, guys, and I don't think that they were shooting at me, but let me say this is what happened. Well, first of all, I made the mistake of going out there and saying that I'm from Monterrey, Mexico. Big mistake. And I always say that because everyone wants to know, de dónde viene? Where are you from? And in every single trip that I've taken, guys, Europe, Athens, uh, everywhere that I've gone, every time I get asked, I say I'm from Monterrey. I'm a Mexican. You know, and over there, people, like, soy de Mexico. Oh, Mexico! Like enchiladas, tacos. Here, ¿de dónde es usted? Yo, soy de Mexico. They're like, and like they would step away and going like, we're like, what
Oh,
the hell,
Onda
man?
su guarura.
It was tripping, guys. But what happened is, uh, Ecuadorians don't like Mexicans. They hate Mexicans. I mean, sometimes you want to hate some Mexicans too, But
Okay.
the problem is the Sinaloa cartel. Sinaloa Sinaloa cartel is out there fighting the cartels in Ecuador, man. That's amazing, bro. And I did not know that. And I chalk it up to my own stupidity. I didn't go out there and inform myself suffice. to protect myself, enough. And what happens is, if they're coming after you, Sam, and you're eating at I don't know, Whataburger that served me cold onion rings today, made me wait 20 minutes to get an order, guys. 16 minutes to get an order, 20 minutes to get my onion rings right. That sucks. But let's say we're at Whataburger and they're coming after you, Sam. They'll kill everybody in there. They don't care, just to get to you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's what happened. Is that we experienced that, and I said, out.
So that's part of the reason why people are fleeing other countries.
Yeah. And it's because of the lawlessness. There is no law. There is no order. There is no one that will fight for the rights. And let me say, guys, as much as people may say I'm crazy, it's happening in the United States, guys. And we're headed that way. Look at what's and look, guys. I mean, I don't care if you like Trump, don't like Trump, you like Biden, you don't like. I don't care. Look at what's happening around us, guys. Look at all these riots, bro. All the riots and the burning of the cities and the local businesses throughout the country. Where people were out there supposedly in protest. I don't call that protest. I call that criminality. Is that a word?
Could be. I was hearing about the smash and grabs.
The smash and grabs, guys. That police won't stop individuals that are going in out there to steal some stuff, because they say it doesn't go over certain amounts, over a certain limit. How could you even determine that? It may
Yeah,
not have a value to you, Sam, but what about to that business owner that's pouring in
yeah.
his 401k? All
Weren't
his.
they hitting up like high expensive places like the Louis Vuitton places and all the like the designer stores?
Yeah, what?
I think I had heard something about that it was like designer stores and that was the whole purpose of it and all the expensive stores.
Well, I
But yeah,
mean,
I'm pretty sure they hit up like small businesses too.
well,
But someone owns the store, you know.
yeah. Well, you know them because you shop como rico. I go to the thrift stores, guys. I'm not like Sam that
Cyber Monday.
let me tell you. So no, guys, I'm not even joking. I mean, it got to the point where I said, you know what? I'm out. I got to get out of this city. I got to get out of this country. And I just had this really uneasy feeling, guys. And let me tell you, it is very, very dangerous. Right before I went to Guayaquil, this lady, sits down at my table, and I said, like, man, I'm going to score today. But I'm just joking. She was older. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Let me say, Sam knows about that. Let me say, is Sam's wife listening? No, let me say, she sits down at my table, and you're in trouble. And she sits at my table, bro, and she goes, very friendly. Que no sé qué, que yo soy de Quito, y que no sé, you're like, yeah, yeah, I'm all bubbly and everything. After a lot of drinks, and she goes, I said, pues voy a Guayaquil mañana, and I mean, she literally turned a different color, opened her eyes, go like, tenga cuidado, and I'm going like, oh my god, when you get those chills, like when someone tells you, be warned. And and I was freaking out, and she started to tell me, it is
Like when
the
you tell people that you're gonna go to a certain part of Brownsville that I'm not gonna mention.
ay, no, pues porque mi vida se ha arrastrado. Me too. But well, no, there's nothing going down Southmost, guys. Nothing wrong, you know, nothing. I mean, there's nothing wrong going down
I,
to
I didn't mention Southmost.
I mean, that's tricky.
You're just assuming here.
And when we assume, you make an ass of you.
And me.
You. But no, no, no. I mean, nothing here compares to the violence going on over there. And una cosa, and it's like a lot of people say, una cosa de que they'll go out there and they'll kill you. They don't kill you, man. They torture you. And the problem, because the Sinaloa cartels are fighting there, people are like tripping out with people that say that they're from Mexico because because I look handsome and rich and everything. So they think this guy's probably a drug dealer. Go like, have you seen my moral? Have you seen the things I'm carrying and wearing?
Do you say you're from Monterrey because nobody recognizes Brownsville by any chance?
Not even close. Plus, I think everybody hates Americans. It's not the case. They like Americans. They hate Mexicans, and I learned that the hard way. Welcome back. I heard you pregnant now. Mm, not for a lack of trying. Constantly over and over again. Glad you made it backstage. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate it, my man. Alfonso Hermoso, ¿cómo estás? Looking forward to Sombrero Fest. Yes, I guess. I'm not. And let me say, and I'll say that I'll tell the truth. The only reason I went to Sombrero Fest because I was always running for something, you know, and you want to make an acto of presencia. But the truth, I don't like Sombrero Fest. You know, I mean, I just think it gets too crowded, bro. Too many people, and again, I like my quiet alone time.
Do you
I
think
mean,
maybe they needed like a different location to
oh yeah,
kind of make it
definitely.
more space for people
It doesn't make any sense to have it there
and
because
the parking?
the parking. That's what I was gonna get at. That's what really sucks. I mean, parking. Let me tell you, anyone that pays $10 for parking downtown at a spot that usually is free, qué menso. Póngale un cero, como dije a el chavo. Póngale un cero, bien menso. You're paying $10 to park your car on the street where it would normally cost you nothing.
But it's normally like the people like in their residence, no? That they'll let them park people like in their driveways and whatnot or in front of their houses.
Oh, in front of the house. They put like little chairs
Cones,
and stuff, and
yeah.
they said, "Hey, aquí, estaciones aquí, $10."
Because
Such a
I know in front of like during the Friday night football games, I know there's like certain businesses that charge like $5-10 for parking.
here in Brownsville.
Yeah, in front of the Sam's stadium, like the one where they has
Oh
like
yeah,
the
people. Well, yeah, people do that. They can't do that legally. Let me say the other thing that I noticed the other day was some guy got ripped off, or someone got ripped off because of not the deposit. They paid an application fee in order to get a house in Brownsville. When the hell did you have to file? If you had to file an application fee here in Brownsville to rent a house, never has happened. I never heard of it. Who would want to pay an application cost? What they're going to check your
and then
background.
and it still doesn't go through.
No, not gonna, and it's very up. It's still not going to go through. I mean, everyone has
Yeah.
a record in Brownsville, or is it just me?
Mm. You can't speak on behalf of everybody.
I'm generalizing here, but let me say, guys, that one of the things that again I noticed up in Ecuador, guys, was that, and it happens in Mexico. I'm sure that you've seen this, Sam. How a lot of people start building up onto the mountains. Have you seen the houses on the mountains?
Yeah, like in Monterrey and stuff.
Yeah. Well, Ecuador is like there's mountains completely full of houses out there. But let me say, uh, those are the poor people. Usually, the ones that leave the center of town are the rich people that go to the suburbs.
Yeah,
Over there, it's different.
it's
Uh,
kind of like Brazil, isn't it? It's where they
yes,
have like those stacked houses,
yeah, the people
and
have
it's
to go
usually like the
outside.
people that like in the lower part.
Lower socioeconomic status.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really bad. And then I started to think, guys, that's what possibly happened to Brownsville, Texas. I mean, gentrification is real, guys. It could happen. We need to be ready for it. I
The only
actually,
difference that we don't have any mountains to go
that's
build.
the only and a lot of our folk are going to have to really, really struggle and leave. They're going to have to go to Olmito
Hey, believe it or not, man,
or
I've seen some houses
Fresno.
over here. They're more expensive though.
Where?
Over here, the houses.
Because of gentrification. That's what's
I've
happening when
seen
you see
like
that stuff.
some 80, $90,000 worth, like they look like $90,000 houses, and they've been going for like 160, 150. I'm
Crazy.
like you're nuts. That house is like 20-year old.
That's what's going to happen. I tell people I get called almost every day. Do you want to sell the house? I said, no, do not call me. This is-
I'm worth. You're waiting for it to hit a 1 million.
it's going to be a big red wave soon. I think so. I truly think so, and I think that that's one of the reasons why a lot of folks. And let me say, guys, uh, I could now announce because I've already filed for my campaign treasurer report. So since now I've officially filed my campaign treasurer with the local entity, guys, is that I'm going after Joey Lopez's seat. Screw that guy. And I will be running as a Republican. So it's going to be an interesting election cycle. I
Is your slogan going to be "Que te pasa"?
¿Qué te pasa, Joey? ¿Qué te pasa? Con stealing our money? Vaccinating your family before? ¿Qué te pasa? I'm going to be playing that damn thing every night.
Yeah, there's quite a few points you can come across like against them.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That being one of them.
look, one of the things, Sam, that a lot of people need to understand in the city of Brownsville, what has he done for you? As a county commissioner, he represents Brownsville, most of Brownsville, if not all of Brownsville. What has he done for you? Is your life any better? The only life that has gotten any better while he's in office is his. He gave himself a damn raise. He's out there parading his daughters out there como que, you know, out there available. I mean, throwing them into the political ring. And then he gets pissed off because we post an invitation to his daughter's wedding. Well, let me tell you, if you're out there vaccinating every single individual that was going to go to that wedding when they shouldn't have a wedding because y'all had placed orders for this county to be in quarantine and limited number of individuals to be present, you, and then you break your own damn rules because the rules don't apply to you, Joey Lopez. They apply to us, to we the people, to everybody else. So screw that guy.
Is that like a norm for like politicians just to like cut in front of the line ahead of everybody, like for shots and for money?
Well, yeah, the money, of course, but even the shots, man. Let me say it's and I'll say this again. It's like Joey Lopez was kissing the butt of that politiquera church out there in West Brownsville, guys. It's a politiquera church. Why did they get 100 vaccines back in the day, guys? Why did they get 100 vaccines while every other church out there, most churches didn't get any? And then after I complain about it, after I, go out there after it, guys, then they started to distribute to churches, guys. We got 50, but they gave me 50 because I'm an a-hole.
Because you made some rattling.
Yes. And I want every other pastor out there in City of Brownsville to thank me. If you got vaccines after the Politiquera church got vaccines, thank me. Me. I don't get credit.
And I think this guy was also the same person that went to the meeting in Los Fresnos with Eddie Trevino, trying to see if they could get the arena going.
Yes,
There in Old Bronxville.
because they all got a cut in it. It's all the same crap, man. I mean, don't forget the arena. Don't forget the February freeze. Don't forget the October flooding. Because at the end of the day, guys, these guys have a hand in everything. Everything! Because they expect to make money, not for you or for our community, for themselves.
Yeah, because I seen the numbers for like the amphitheater and that other ecological, I guess, ramp that they have over here in Laguna Vista, and which is also being paid through the taxes and whatnot. But it doesn't see much besides a building with lights and a ramp.
It's crazy, man.
But that's about it.
Royal, my man. Whataburger is gross. Let me say, guys, I'm so sick and tired of having bad experiences at Whataburger. And then it really trips me out, Sam. But and look, I understand. I am the most handsome guy in Brownsville, Texas, and every time I walk into a restaurant, people go like, "Oh crap, he's here." I understand that, but it's not a reason for you to take 20 minutes to give me a damn order of onion rings. 20 minutes. Did you ever work at Whataburger, Sam?
Mm-mm.
20 freaking minutes to get an order of onion rings. You know how long it takes onion rings to cook, Sam?
Mm-mm.
A minute and a half,
Mm-mm.
90 seconds. And I know that, guys, because I worked at Whataburger. And when I was working at Whataburger, we didn't have a chance to be out there on our butt, sitting down in the front with other individuals, waiting for their order and just seeing you sitting there on your pretty behind. We couldn't do that back then. We make sure we got those orders out and we
It,
stay within those 6 minutes.
just out of curiosity, those health inspections are open records, right? They're like easily accessible.
Oh yeah, 100%. They should be. Yeah, and a lot of the restaurants they opt to post their own ratings out there. I haven't seen that much anymore, but that's the
Yeah,
case. But 20 minutes to get an order of onion rings is uncalled for, unheard of. It's madness.
yeah. Defeats
And
the purpose of fast food.
yeah, and let me say, I I, um, I debated whether to put it on my page. I'm going like, should I put it on the page? Should I not? But they're never going to improve if you give them a pass. You know, they're never going to be cautious, and they should be cautious.
I personally go to Wendy's because I know there's always a line in McDonald's right there on Paredes and Little too.
Oh yeah,
There's always a line like
and nobody
forever.
goes to Wendy's.
Yeah, nobody's at Wendy's, but it's like a hit or miss with Wendy's. Like sometimes it's great, and sometimes I like to order that chives and sour cream baked
Mm,
potato.
yeah,
It's some days it's great, and then some days you get that hard skin on it, and I'm like,
some
but
some of
it's
us
good. It's good. I prefer it over McDonald's any day.
some of us like it hard. Oh, I like the crunch,
The fries are great.
the
Yeah,
chili.
they're great.
I like the chili.
Yeah.
They have good chili. Good evening, guys. You made back. Yeah, me too. Let me tell you, Quilatoa, beautiful. How was the parade? Again, what I've heard, great stuff. Uh, People were complaining about the parade, Sam. Did you see that people were complaining about the BISD board and the superintendent not wearing masks, all buddy buddies
I
taking selfies?
I did see that,
What's your
but
take on
they're
it?
super strict with teachers in the classrooms, but they're all right next to each other.
I mean, honestly, and people may think, oh, well, y'all are just nitpicking. Well, first of all, it wasn't us. A lot of folk posted it. John White posted it. I think, is it Lolita posted it? I can't remember. But a couple of people went out there and posted it. And you know what? I agree, guys. Stop being hypocrites. I personally am done with the damn face masks. Not going to wear them anymore. I don't care. I will not wear them. I refuse. I hate them.
Yeah, it's very hypocritical.
It is hypocritical. But again, it's typical of the rules. They do not apply to me. They only apply to you. What happened that you sit your vacation okay short? Not like you. I almost got killed. Hola, Veronica. Hey, congratulations on my Bradley. He's making it. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street and the Muppets? Erasmo going after cougars now. No, that's your job, Bubba. We don't step on each other's toes. We don't pass each other's boundaries.
Some cougars and some ocelots.
Yum. When you attack expensive stores that invest in your city, town through tourism and taxes and local suffer economy as a byproduct, don't fall for the Robin Hood bullcrap. I don't. I don't think none of us do here. It's stupid and it's criminal. Unfortunately, there's no one to enforce the laws. No one. Sam, did you see? I posted it. No, I didn't post it. Chihuahuas. And I didn't post it, guys. Let me say this. I didn't post it because I was kind of afraid that Facebook was going to go in and take down my pages. And as is, I said, crap, man. I'm in godforsaken country, Ecuador. Can you imagine being in godforsaken country, Ecuador, and on top of that, no internet? Me vuelvo loco. And that was a hit and miss. The
Like
internet.
you don't sometimes use those trips to like kind of disconnect from the virtual
No,
world,
I know.
right?
Not at all. I need my MTV. Ay! Thank you, Lolita. Thank you, Lolita. I forgot what I was gonna say. I got excited with Lolita's $10. No, I don't fall for it. Let me say, este, it's really trippy that a lot of the places out there that that are not enforcing. And again, going back to my same thing, guys, we don't want our country to become an Ecuador. You know, we definitely don't want it to become a Venezuela, and we're headed that way. Let me say something that I think might be kind of weird, but someone posted, and it was actually a friend of mine that's on the liberal side. Erasmo, you said that they're coming for our churches. They said, Erasmo, you're right, and they are, guys. It's going to be lawlessness coming out of Sam's butt crack. Fue horrible. Fue horrible. Attacking any store will affect the bottom dollar. 100%. I agree. Didn't you go to church purposes in Guayaquil? Yes. But that is why when I was going to, because it's the only place I got some response from the church people. And let me say, my church events in Guayaquil, amazing. I mean, if you get a chance to see some of the videos that I took at church, I mean, I actually preached at church over there, which is kind of cool. While I was there in my church thing, everything was great. As soon as I went back to the hotel, started walking around, started like that's esquiviando the bullets, like Neo from the Matrix.
Did you record any of the shooting?
My internet wasn't working, bro.
But the phone, you could record it to the
It was,
phone.
well, I didn't think of it. I was at that moment. You're not really
You're
thinking
looking
about.
for cover.
Yeah, no. Let me say something.
That's hilarious.
You've seen those videos of those people that like that run to the story to film it.
Yeah, yeah.
My respects to those people, bro. Did you ever? Well, do you know about the Guyana massacre,
Mm-mm.
the Guyana suicides with Jim Jones?
Nope.
You are young, bro. Well, in the Guyana guys, in the Guyana massacre guys, there was some. I think it was some senators and state representatives, and no, and congressmen and reporters that went to Guyana to check on thousands of people that had left with Jim Jones. All right, let me tell you, this is in the same area of Ecuador. If you know geography a little bit, but anyway,
Kind.
let me say, guys, let me say that as soon as they started to shoot at this congressman, the reporters, man, you could see while they were out there filming, Sam, you could see the camera like fall down after the guy got shot. It was horrible. Fue horrible.
Yeah, I think some sort of those videos, but the ones I've seen is from like the cartels when they're like chopping off heads and whatnot.
It's horrible. It's exactly what was happening over there. I mean, I didn't see anybody's head chopped off. I did get see a couple of people get shot. It's not a good thing, guys.
I even seen the videos from like the shootings from Matamoros when there was like the whole shooting going down from one of their top leaders that they caught here in Matamoros. Do you recall that back in like 20, was it 08, 09 around there?
I was in probably in kindergarten back then.
Probably. Uh, but I remember seeing a couple of videos of the shootings and whatnot.
It's horrible. Have you gone to Space Dogs? Yes. I've been to Space Talk 3 times. Have you been to Space Talk, Sams?
Mm-mm,
Uh,
not yet.
Good stuff. I have not had one bad product at Space Talks. Excuse me, sorry. I know for a fact that Sombrero will never be moved again. When they did, La Raza started complaining, so it was moved back. But let me say, guys, it's just too crowded, and I will not go.
I had heard that they about the parades that they wanted to do it in Paredes, like 82 in Paredes going towards Morrison because it was wider, but that would block off a huge, like I guess, part of traffic. That'll make it. I'm not sure if they'll make it worse or not, but
Yeah,
that's a good. Has more space for people, and I don't know where people will park. Maybe in the new school parking lot.
yeah, nobody else is using it. Oh, if with why I hate Biden. And yeah, now that my chain of thought came back all of a sudden when I was going to read Royal's question. Um, Guys, I got a COVID test within the 72 hours.
Hold on, es que me trajeron algo. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Para que hables con Biden.
I hate you.
They were
Man,
like, put it on, put it on.
that's amazing. You got a whole crew out there to, with the props and stuff. I got no one. Oh yes. But 72 hours, I go get a COVID test. I paid $40 for it, $45 to get a
Oh wow.
COVID test. And I estaba yo bien chipper, bien contento. And then all of a sudden I find out that it's one day. And that changed exactly the day that I was flying back. I said, it can't be real. I hate Biden. I don't believe in that crap anymore. I don't believe in face masks. I don't care what anybody says. They suck.
That could have been like four more tortas. Oh, what did you eat over there, man? What do
I
they
ate,
have? Is it pupusas or what is it that they have over there?
they have a lot of pork, a lot of chicken, and a lot of rice and beans, actually. Some of the dishes, I can't remember the name of it, but it is like a rice swimming in a little bowl of bean soup, which was good. I didn't. I don't think I had anything bad out there. Everything that I tried was good. I had this potato soup that was really amazing, made out of potatoes and cheese and avocado. Great stuff. Finally, I'll be able to vote for you. Never able to vote Corey County, but for county, city, but for county, you have my vote. Finally, yeah, you're so proud you're running as a Republican. 100%.
Peppermint Patty wasn't the one that was mad at you
Yeah, but she loves me.
back and forth.
You invited everyone to her wedding. To whose wedding?
Chu, ¿qué te pasa?
¿Qué te pasa, Erasmo? Well, screw that. I mean, if you went to the wedding, you got a free shot. So yeah, I want to invite everyone to the wedding. I thought it was kind of a funny deal. Really, Paul? Holy crap! I had no idea they tried to do that. Move the Sombrero Fest? They did move Sombrero Fest one time, I think, to moved it to Dean Porter Park, didn't they?
It sounds familiar, but it was probably just a huge mess.
No, I think they did. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Finally, I can vote for you. I already said that. Did you repeat yourself again? They want to erase our past and be some homogeneous, nebulous blend of cogs in a wheel. Let me say about the Neely House, guys. I'm not. Look, I don't care about the Neely House. But honestly, I got one question for Sam, for anyone out there. Y'all remember El Gallinero de Charles Stillman? You remember that one?
Yeah.
You know how we paid like $100,000 to bring it to Brownsville to get it fixed up and stuff, right?
Yeah.
How many times have you been to the Gallinero?
Mm. None.
Well,
I've been to Stillman House, I want to say 3 times
oh
in
yeah, but
my whole history living here.
well, they took us to Stillman House as a school thing, school activity. But no, guys out there, anyone, Has anyone been to the gallinero chicken house?
Are people able to enter?
I don't think so. I think that they only open it up for events, but we paid to get it placed there, to paint it up, to fix it up, to make it look something completely different from a chicken house. And nobody's ever been there. Isn't that trippy? I would say less than 1% have actually been there. And I would say 75 to 85% don't even know where it's at. So what is the difference between the gallinero and this new whorehouse that they're going to put right next to the gallinero?
So now they're gonna have like two. Are they gonna fill those that place with full of buildings, old buildings, or what?
We don't know. We have to go look up the LLCs.
And why was that housed in Corpus in the first place? Is
El
that
gallinero?
was it taken from Brownsville to Corpus and now it's back,
No,
or
no,
originally
no,
from
no,
Corpus?
no. Well, the problem was when individuals were coming to live in Brownsville. You know, some of them stopped off in Houston, some of them stopped off at Victoria, some of them stopped off at King's Ranch. You know, in Kingsville, and
Yeah,
then those people were just being left behind, and they decided just to spend their time there. Well, all those people have in due time have communicated with each other, continue to communicate with each other. So everyone's related to everyone, something like that.
yeah,
Don't forget the school board maskless while they push illegal mask mandate. Yes, that's where I was getting at. And we talked about it a little bit, but God, I mean, how can they go out there and demand that all teachers, wear their masks, all students wear their masks, and then they have an opportunity to shine, to show, true leadership, and they decide not to, man. What's your take, Sam?
you gotta lead by example. That's number one. But hopefully, all of this should be ending. Like, hopefully, are they gonna? Do they have a set date by when they're gonna stop the whole mask thing, or are they just gonna mention the whole like the new variant, and then
Well,
keep on with the mask for the next 2 3 years?
with the Omicron thing,
Yeah,
I mean, we're never going to get out of this crap because it's going to continue to mutate, mutate, mutate. I'm done.
yeah,
I'm at that point. I don't care about the damn science. And I'll go back to something that I said before, Sam, and I'm sticking to it. Guys, it is your personal responsibility to take care of yourself and your family. So, I don't get why individuals out there they need for the school board to ultimately decide for them. You know, look, if you feel uncomfortable with your kid wearing the face mask, face covering at school, which they're not doing anyway, but if you feel so uncomfortable, keep them at home, you know, keep them at home. And in regards to a lot of the staff out there, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, y'all need to stop bitching and whining, you know, really,
they
because
took off those desk shields, didn't they?
they complain about everything, and at the end of the day, Sam, they don't want to fight the fight. They want Erasmo Castro to take the bros. They want Erasmo Castro to go out there and fight for him. And I'm at that point where I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because then I hear these same teachers out there talking smack about Erasmo, and I'm done with it because then they say, "Well, he's just out there, being negative and talking." When I'm fighting for you, screw you all. I mean, if that's how you want to live, with oppression, con el pie en el pescuezo, more power to you guys. I refuse to live that way. I will not live in a world where it takes 20 minutes to get an order of damn Whataburger onion rings. I refuse. And
It's
and I
it's
did,
faster if you just order Uber Eats.
yeah. I could have gotten that order twice on Uber Eats. And let me say, and a lot of people, and I debated tonight whether to put up the picture or not. I said, screw them. They're never going to change, unless you start calling them out of their crap. Same thing
Yeah.
with politicians. Politicians want you to go out there and applaud everything that they do. I'm sorry, guys. We've got to call them out on their crap, and it's
Yeah.
crap. I mean, we're spending $190,000 to get the Cowens' old house out of the junkyard and put that at the Meaty District. $190,000 for what? For a piece of termite infested little building that belongs to the Cowens?
Because that's not the end of it. They're still gonna put more money to have it
Sam,
redone.
yeah, and it's not going to look anything like the original anyway. So why don't you just go out and build something and say this is the Neely house?
You can do a replica,
Yes. So como quiera nadie va a ir, Samuel. No one's gonna
and it
go.
will cost you less than 195,000.
Yes, guys. How many people have gone to the Gallinero, the Charles Stillman Gallinero? How many? No one.
Do they still have that old building over here on UTB TSC area in the parking lot that was like
That's
the
the Neely
recycling?
house.
That's a new house.
This the one over there where the golf club's course was at.
No, no,
The
no, 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 not that one. That's the one next to the customs.
oh, Gorgas, Gorgas.
Yeah, no, but be on what building is this? The one where that science building behind it, like going towards the Polk Street.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
There's like an old recycling um, building there. That it has to do with something with the Brownsville Scrap Recycling Company. Or is it cutting?
I don't remember.
No, no.
I mean, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. Yeah, but yeah, it's got to stop. And sorry, John White doesn't agree, pero me vale. Well, I mean, I don't care for these houses. No one's gonna go visit, guys. And Sam, we're spending $190,000. Who's gonna enjoy that?
Yeah.
Who's going to
And there's
benefit?
plenty of stuff to like visit around here in Brownsville regarding like history.
$190,000 to put the Neely House at the Meaty Cultural District.
And don't forget, Salmos is only getting 20,000 for what were they remodeling or what were they getting upgrading with the 20,000
I can bike trails and stuff and
something like that.
stupidity. But again, nothing is going to change until people start waking up from that lull. Wishing you much success. Keep it serious and stay focused. I always do. I wait 27 minutes for a salad at Whataburger. It's crazy, guys.
Fueron por la lechuga.
Fueron a quitarle la lechuga al conejo.
Fueron a López a agarrar lechuga.
And then it stank.
That's horrible.
A friend of mine told me, he goes, Erasmo, you're not going to believe this. But after your show, when we were talking about how Lopez Supermarket stinks, guys, they literally went to the Lopez Supermarket and started cleaning them up. Did you know that, Sam?
No, I only visited the one over here in Los Fresnos, which it did smell good the following day. Like a Bath and Body Works type of deal. But I haven't gotten a chance to check out the rest.
That's results, guys. We're getting results. The only good Whataburger in Brownsville is the one by the Port of Brownsville. The Whataburger on Alta Glory is way terrible for service. I know you when you're talking about. You want to talk about the one on
Right next to CNC Wings.
yeah, that one. I was actually yawning. Am I that far behind in the comments? I guess I am. How was parade? The might help.
It was moving.
Yeah, right. Do you do the Whataburger app? No. I don't get having. Why do I have to do a water? Look, again, you said Sam's mentioned it. You go for fast food. I mean, why do I have to go? Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why? I don't appreciate having to take extra steps to get 3% discount on one item.
You're better off buying a keychain for $2 to get Frosties for the whole year at Wendy's.
You're a Wendy favorite.
Hey, you can't beat it. It's a little frosty for the like unlimited frosties for the whole year. No
Yeah, man.
joke. For $2.
Defeats the purpose of fast food. So, right, fast food is gross.
Yeah.
Usually. Oh, hey, welcome back. I am literally. I did not sleep. $10. Thank you. And guys, if you're on YouTube, like that page, please. I need all that money I can get.
I don't recall the name of the place. It's like a little snack stand right there on. As soon as you're going into Cameron Park, it's right next to a carniceria.
Yeah,
That's the only place I've checked out. The only thing is that they only have like two options for tortas, which is carne cebrada and ham and cheese.
carne
But that was
cerrada and deshebrada carne.
see. Now they have a ham and cheese, but it was too plain. So I asked them just to put both of them in one. The ham and cheese and carne cebrada. That's a better option. But nah, it's like I checked out that place. They're pretty quick. But normally, if it's like a personal, like a small business, like it takes a little bit longer for like food.
John, you see the Waterburger near the seaport of Corpus, really luxurious. Again, Corpus is the home of the original Waterburger, huh?
Is that the 2 story one?
I have no idea.
I think it is. I've seen the 2 story. That one's like super fancy and whatnot.
But again, Texas doesn't own Waterburger anymore. Illinois does.
Yeah, that's Chicago now. It's like a Chicago based company.
Yeah. And also stole money from BISD. Look at that
The picture.
Gene Teras. Guys, I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. Read super chat. Send me money. Doctors Renaissance has delayed their opening until March. That sucks, you know? And that's one of the things that constantly happens. All these politicians, they always go out there and praise themselves for all the crap that's going on. And then we come to find out that it's going to take longer or it's going to be a lot less than what they promised it would be.
But what's delaying the process though?
Huh?
What is delaying the process?
No comment, no clue. And I was owed $881,218.91. Yeah,
You gotta cut up some cheese there, man.
I'd be driving a Fiat.
You gotta higher standards besides a Fiat.
People who know me, now, I'm Fiat level. People that know me know that if I had any amount of money, if I had $5,000, $10,000, if I had $200,000, I'd finish it all off in a weekend. All of it. I'm not
And wet. And no detail.
anything. So that's prostitution. Understand? And anything. I would literally run through it. So it's not you can't buy what you could with before. Grape Kool-Aid silent. Oh, you're talking about the Guyana murder girls with Jim Jones. Sam, trust me. Look it up. Research it. It's interesting, man. There's some really, really great videos out there in regards to it. The
Yeah, the
Jim
only
Jones.
stories I've heard like nearby were the ones for like the narcos satánicos.
Oh yeah,
Those from there, Matamoros.
yeah, Kilroy's.
Do you?
No, you
That's not
got
the same story, right?
huh?
That's not the same story.
No, no, really. Look it up. It's the Jim Jones massacre. It's amazing, man. Amazing. The photographer died. Yes, the guy that was he was one of the guys that passed away. He was filming it, and you
The
could still see
photographer.
the photographer. You could still see the movie camera, still moving, and it's sideways on the floor. It's pretty horrible. ¿Dónde está Chucky? Good evening, guys. Glad you're back. Erasmo, blessings to you, mi amor. The Jonestown Massacre occurred November 18th, 1978, when more than 900 members of the American cult called the People's Temple died in a mass suicide murder under the direction of their leader, Jim Jones. Qué horrible.
That's not the one over there in Waco, is it? Oh, no,
That was
I'm off.
that was the Davidians. Mr. Erasmo, any comment on the 80? Uh, yeah, no.
It never hit the account.
Yeah, you all can check my bank's account.
Or
Trust me.
did you deposit a check that was meant for the city under your personal account, like a previous
The
member?
previous mayor that will
Mayor,
remain anonymous, Pat Almada.
could have gotten confused.
Like, oh, that's where that check went. What ifs happening with all of this school shootings? Children aren't safe. What is the district doing about this? Absolutely nothing.
Everything's coming back to normal, so there's more shootings.
And that's what you have, Frankie. He looks like Frankie. The Trey Mendes trolls. I love them. So cute. I missed those comments. Hold on. I remember never been there. Either. Hey, Roman King, we interviewed your. They moved Sombrero Fest in front of the federal courthouse. I remember going. I don't remember going to that one.
It was probably for the employees or something. I don't know. Can't
I mean, how many people could you have there? El Trey.
it doesn't look. It doesn't look like too much space there.
Never heard of the chicken house.
You know what they should do, man? At the sports park,
Put,
that's a lot of space for a Sombrero Festival.
Gonna put the sports.
The Sombrero Festival at the sports park.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. That was supposedly to be an art gallery, and it's stated on the Herald.
The Gallinero.
The Gallinero. And let me say that I have actually been to the Gallinero once, and that's because they were having free drinks. I'm telling you the truth. That's it. El Gallinero. It doesn't even look like the original structure. Not even close. Kids are not getting sick with COVID, and the few that do not get that sick.
Oh, and they already started vaccinating. I think it's like 5 to 11.
I thought it was 2-year-olds and over. No.
I don't recall. I just know it's like 11 and under,
Yeah.
up to a certain age.
Fue horrible. Guys, let me get through the comments, guys. I'm sorry. I am losing it. People serving cold onion rings get put on the wall. The elementary kids are having a hard time to breathe with their masks on while trying to participate in school classrooms. It's ridiculous, guys. Eat more, Uber Eats. Elitist parties, that's what for. 100% gentrification. God bless.
How many art galleries are there in downtown? Because I remember going to the 409 gallery.
I've gone to the one on where next to the Hueso de Frailes at.
Okay.
That's it. The Lopez Al Military used to smell really bad years ago. It is better now. I wouldn't go back. Hello, a Frankie Olivo. He knows all the answers. Chicago-based company.
The Whataburger.
Delay. Who knows? There was a shooting near 12th Street. I think I posted something on that. No, or is that you?
Is that regarding the robbery there by the marketplace?
It wasn't me. No way, Frankie. Igualito. Today is Pearl Harbor Day. Yes. Erasmo slept with. He did not. And now for the weather, guys. I am literally dead tired.
Have you even slept?
No, I haven't slept. And again, it was really, really hard to fall asleep because I just didn't know what was going on. And I didn't know if I was going to make it on the plane today. I didn't know if I was going to get to the airport. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainties, man. So I didn't sleep much last night. It was horrible.
The good thing is that you're traveling now that you're young. And you're still young.
I'm no spring chicken. So have any last words of encouragement?
Not at all. I guess just get prepared for the whole campaigning and getting people to vote.
Yeah, guys. Uh, please, if you're on YouTube, like that page, please. Also, I'll mention this. Is, Sam forgot to mention we're having the toy drive. Please bring toys from Matamoros. Please, please be nice. Bring toys.
Something different besides trompos and yo-yos.
Yes, please. Guys, I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're back on track, baby. And we plan not to be gone as much this next year. That is my resolution. Sam, thanks for coming on. You saved my life because I'm literally crashing out. Guys, great, great evening. Try and get some. Look at these bags, man. They look horrible. Try and get some eating. I will do the same, guys.
You gotta go get some Botox now.
Sí, I eat a lot of estos galones. Guys, be nice. Talk show Central RGV style. Uh, there are some gunshots right now in Las. I'm seeing a lot more shootings all over the place. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we'll talk about the shootings and everything else. Thank you all so much for your patience. Thank you for being here. I am signing off, guys, and getting ready for tomorrow morning. And hopefully, you'll get enough rest. Guys, social media and face covering hand sanitizer, you still believe in all that crap? I don't. If you do, more power to you. Guys, be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.